Not every hide is accepted. The selection process is the first critical step. Inside these drums, the transformation process begins, and there is no turning back.
For hours, the material rotates inside these drums. Chemistry slowly beginning its work.
After processing, the material is no longer rigid. The chemistry has begun to open its structure. The solution does what no blade could, restructuring the material at a molecular level, preparing it for what comes next. Every imperfection is removed with mechanical precision, leaving only the pure material behind. Cleaned, processed, and washed, the raw material has shed its origin. Now it must be stabilized. The tanning agent enters the drum and begins the chemical process that will stabilize this material forever. Inside these sealed drums, hours pass. The chemistry works at a level invisible to the eye.
The wet blue. This is the moment the raw material becomes leather, permanently and irreversibly.
Hundreds of sheets, all at the same stage of transformation, each one destined for a different final product. The press drives out every drop of excess moisture, preparing the leather for the next critical stage.
Thickness is everything in luxury leather. The shaving machine ensures absolute uniformity, down to the fraction of a millimeter.
The color that will define this leather, deep cognac brown, enters the drum for the first time.
Inside these drums, the color becomes permanent, absorbed deep into every fiber of the leather. Deep cognac brown. The color is now permanent, locked inside the leather forever.
Heat and controlled airflow draw out the remaining moisture varying, and the true color of the leather begins to settle. The staking machine works the leather by force, breaking the fiber rigidity and restoring the natural softness that luxury demands.
Layer by layer, the surface finish is applied anew, protecting the leather and locking in the depth of color permanently. Under thousands of kilograms of pressure and precise heat, the grain is perfected. The surface is now luxury grade. Only the sheets that meet the standard move forward. Everything else is rejected. Luxury begins with selection.
Every cut must be planned before a single blade touches the leather. Precision at this stage determines everything that follows. Each edge is thinned by hand, reducing bulk at every fold and seam so the final bag sits perfectly flat and clean.
The die press cuts each panel in a single decisive action. There is no room for error at this stage. Every edge is sealed by hand. It is one of dozens of small decisions that separate a luxury bag from an ordinary one. Every component is accounted for. Every edge is finished. Now the bag begins to take its final form.
The stitching machine drives each needle through both layers of leather with absolute consistency, every stitch identical to the last.
The handle must carry both weight and elegance. Every layer is bonded and stitched before it is trusted to hold. Solid brass. Each fitting is set by hand, flush, permanent, and exact.
For the first time, the flat panels become something recognizable. The bag is beginning to exist.
The handles are secured permanently down and riveted through every layer. This bag is built to last decades.
The zipper is not merely functional. At this level, every closure mechanism is a design statement.
The interior is finished with the same care as the exterior. Luxury has no hidden shortcuts.
Even the details that will never be seen by others are built with the same standard. That is the definition of quality. Every edge is burnished by hand, rounded, sealed, and polished until it meets the standard.
The brass is polished last. When it catches the light cleanly, the bag is ready.
Every bag is inspected by hand before it leaves this room. No exceptions, no shortcuts.
Under magnification, the truth of the craftsmanship is revealed. Every stitch must be identical.
The tissue holds the shape, training the leather into the silhouette it will carry for decades.
The maker's mark is pressed into the leather permanently. From this moment, this bag has an identity.
The dust bag is the first layer of protection. The bag is now being treated as the luxury object it has become.
The box is assembled by hand. Even the packaging is built to a standard.
The bag meets its box for the first time. Everything that came before, every process, every decision is now contained in this moment.
Sealed, ribboned, complete. The transformation is finished.
Each box on this shelf began the same way, as raw material in an industrial processing facility far from here.
One box, one bag, one complete transformation, from the most industrial of origins to this moment.
This is where the journey ends, and where everything the process built in the titanium is finally revealed.
Every transformation story ends with a reveal. This is that moment.
Inside every box built with this level of care, something worth the journey waits.
Deep cognac, solid brass, hand-stitched, hand-finished. This is what the process builds.
Every angle tells the same story. A story of process, of precision, and of transformation.
Same material, different world. This is what transformation looks like.